So welcome to tonight's session. My name is Lebogang Moratele. I'm your host for this evening's session. And yes, that is me on your screen. So if you're joining us for the very first time, welcome. If you're watching this on YouTube or you've got the recording shared with you, thank you for taking the time to listen. Because yeah, we are on a mission, and that mission is to get better and better every day, to make the most of every opportunity that is brought our way. I was just sharing with the team before our meeting started to say, you know, this year, 2022, it has been a year of, there's been a lot, it's been a roller coaster for many people. Economies around the world are crashing. People are trying to find their feet. Opportunities have come and gone, and everybody is just, it seems like everybody's just trying to find their feet, trying to, you know, float, get their head above water, and from there they can then, you know, swim in the right direction. And I was saying that as the year is ending off, it is not time for us to slow down. And this also speaks to our 30-day challenge. I'll get to the information of the 30-day challenge, but as we are nearing the end of the first phase of our 30-day challenge, it's not time for us to slow down. Not time for us to now say, okay, we put in, you know, a lot of pressure at the beginning. Now we need to ease that pressure. We need to put, you know, more gas, more pressure, more fuel, because the time that we have is so precious. And we have to leverage this time, regardless of whether it's towards the end of the year, people want to now start relaxing, start, you know, easing the pressure off. 2023 is here. Basically, it is here. It is knocking at our door. And how we enter into that year has a lot to do with how we are using this time between, you know, work. Most people who are employed, it's starting to die down, the busyness. Use that free time to start investing in yourself, investing in your side hustle, investing in your skills in this field of digital entrepreneurship. And I was saying that regardless of what is in front of you, whether it is a challenge or whether it is an opportunity, how you get to the other side, whether that challenge defeats you or you overcome it, whether that opportunity makes you better, you actually seize that opportunity or you lose that opportunity, is entirely based on your actions and what you are willing to do. And so tonight, I'm excited that I get to share this wonderful opportunity with you. But in us sharing, please keep that in mind, that this is merely an opportunity. What you do with it is going to determine the results that you are having. If you are faced with challenges and obstacles right now in your life, how you handle them is what is going to determine how you get to the other side. So, you know, life is like a battery. It's got the positive and the negative. They say it's the best of times and it's the worst of times, all rolled into one. It's how we react to those challenges and those opportunities that come our way, and such is life. They come, you meet them, but how you rise to the occasion is what makes the difference. So tonight I'm going to share with you an amazing opportunity, and I'm hopeful that you are going to rise to the occasion. You're going to take it with both hands, and you are going to do what is required, because tonight we are sharing a legitimate opportunity. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. You're not going to come in today and make 50,000 Rand tomorrow. There is some work that you're going to have to put in. There is, you know, there are some challenges that you're going to face along the way. But if you stick to the plan, you work the plan, and you are committed and diligent, the results are definitely just a matter of time away for you. And those results can definitely change how your year ends and change how your 2023 starts based on what you do today. So tonight we're speaking about a platform called Dreams to Reality. Now, we're living in a digital age where everything has been digitized. I mean, from relationships, you know, people, how we relate to one another, whether it's social, family, you know, all these types of relationships, it's all moved to digital. How many of us have family WhatsApp groups where, you know, you haven't seen family in a long time, but you have a family WhatsApp group to wish each other happy birthday, etc. All of that is happening digitally, whereas before it wasn't as easy or as efficient to communicate with one another, because of, you know, we had to meet, it had to be somebody's birthday, etc. Banking, it's all done on your phone. Work, it's all done on your phone. People are working from home, it's remote. So it's a digital age, and it makes sense that we use the digital tools that are available to make everything more efficient. So if communication, banking, work can be made more efficient, other ways of making money can also be efficient, such as stock felling, crowdfunding, galelo, society, mshayelano, whatever it is that you call it, crowdfunding. This can be made easier through technology, and this digital age allows us to do that. So I'm going to share with you how you can create an income using crowdfunding as a tool. With crowdfunding, we are starting with just 300 Rand. Now, it's a small amount that's required to get started, but the gains on the other end can be life-changing, provided that you build your crowd, you start building a community that you are going to be doing this crowdfunding with. Now, what we did is that when we got started, we decided to put together a little challenge because, you know, it's a little bit more fun when we have a timeline and everybody's trying to get to the end of the finish line. And so we put together a 30-day challenge. This 30-day challenge, today it's day 22 of our challenge, does not mean that if you're starting now, you are late. Your 30 days will start when you get started. So we are really employing the power of 30, saying 30 days, we are starting with 300 Rand. We're committing at least 30 minutes every single day to make sure that this is a success. Now, what is crowdfunding and how does it work? Well, crowdfunding in simple terms is a way to raise money from a large number of people. Before, when we were stock felling, it's a way to raise money, but from a smaller number of people. You have 6 people, 12 people, 24, but it's very rare that you will find a traditional stock fel with 100 members, 500 members, because it's so difficult to scale if we don't have the technology that allows us to do so efficiently. Now, thanks to the Dreams to Reality platform, we've put together a matrix that allows us to scale this crowdfunding, this traditional stock felling, and make it work for us in the most efficient way. Crowdfunding is something that has been used by businesses, NGOs, charities to raise funds, and it is a legitimate way of getting forward. There are many crowdfunding platforms out there. Here are a few examples of some of them you might know, like GoFundMe. I know GoFundMe was very popular about 2 years ago, and people would really just say, hey guys, my dog is sick, please fund me so I can take my dog to the vet. And if you'd have dog lovers who'd say, oh my gosh, here's $100, here's $500, and people would raise funds simply because, you know, they went on a platform that had a community that could support that cause. Now here, our community is a community that we build as members. It is a community that grows through word of mouth, that grows through peer-to-peer introduction or invitation to this community. And how it works is that for you to become a member of the community, the crowdfunding community, you have to be referred by somebody who's already involved. So perhaps the link to this Zoom, to this YouTube video, you have been sent by somebody who's already a member of our community, and they're inviting you to join us. How do you become a part of this community? You will contribute 300 Rand to the person who invited you. This is not a subscription. You're not paying a product. You're not investing this 300. It's simply a contribution to that person to say, here we go, I want to be a part of this community, and I understand that the requirement is that I contribute to the person who invited me. The funds don't go to a company, they don't go to an organization. It is a fully peer-to-peer platform where funds are going from one person to another, and person to person, no middleman involved. So this is you say, I want to be part of a crowdfunding community because I want to know how I can raise 50K in 30 days, only starting with 300 Rand, using the tools I already have, my phone, my connections, my family, friends, Facebook, social, whatever it is, whatever community that I'm going to be talking to about this, I'm there and I'm ready. So you talk to Pule. Pule gives you the link, you sign up, you pay Pule the 300 Rand. Now you are a certified member of the community. Your duty now is going to be to help this community grow. So think about it in the traditional terms. If you were to start a stockfel beginning of the year, you can't stockfel by yourself. Maybe you don't have the discipline. You think, yo, if I put this 300 in my account, come March and I don't have enough petrol for my car, I'm going to withdraw the 900 that I've saved in there. So you start a little stockfel group, you talk to a few friends, and they say, okay, we also want to start getting involved with our 300. So it's the same concept here, except that now you're not only going to keep it closed, you're going to be able to scale up and have a bigger stokvel, a bigger community where everybody can benefit based on how they're building their crowd within the crowd. So you start with your 300, you funded that towards Pule. Now you need to go out and refer 3 people. It is this crowd does not build itself. When you come on board and you contribute 300 to Pule, if you keep your mouth shut, if you don't grow your own community within this community, then that's it. You donated the 300 to Pule and you're done. You are not going to get anything else because you are not actively promoting and growing your crowd. So you refer 3 people. Let's call these 3 people Linda, Tebogo, and Patricia. They each are going to also start with how much? 300 Rand. It's a stokvel. We understand the concept. I start with 300. I then pay up 300. I also then get people who are going to contribute 300 Rand to me. So you get 3 people who are going to contribute 300 Rand to you. Folks, birds of a feather flock together. If you are as industrious as I know you are, the fact that you're on this call means you're open, you are, you're looking for other ways of making money. So chances are you are around the same or similar types of people. So getting 3 people should not be a hassle. Just like if a person has a hobby and their hobby is hiking and they want to go on a hike on a Saturday afternoon with others, it should not be hard for them to get other people who would say, okay, I'll also go hiking with you this weekend, because those are the communities that they are around. If you're into sports and you want to go watch a soccer game on the weekend, chances are you know other people who like sports like you do. So the fact that you want to make money, it means you know other people who are like yourself and would be interested and open to be involved in a platform like this. But it's not everybody that you know that might say yes. If you want to go watch soccer this weekend, another friend might say, you know what, it's great, but I prefer to watch it on the TV than going to the stadium. Another might say, oh, I'd love to go with you, but I'm unavailable this weekend, so I can't go with you to the stadium. It's the same thing when it comes to a platform like this. It's not everybody that you speak to, even if they are like-minded, that is going to say yes. But you understand that, okay, friend number 1 doesn't say yes. It doesn't mean I must now cut it off and put off going to the stadium, because I want to enjoy that soccer match. So I'm going to find somebody else to go with. If I have to call 10 friends to get the 2 who are going to say, yes, let's go, I'm going to do it, because we all want to enjoy the soccer match. The Soccer World Cup is on now. You're not going to cancel your World Cup plans just because a friend or 2 said maybe they can't afford it, or they're not open to go, or one is stuck at work. You're not going to let go of your goal to go and watch the World Cup soccer because somebody says they are, they're unavailable or they can't go with you. You're not going to let go of your goal to reach 50K in 30 days, or to change the trajectory of your financial life because 1 or 2 people said, no, we're unavailable or we're not interested. Think of it that way and you'll find a lot more success. So you've referred 3 people. You've earned or you've received 900 Rand or $900. I know we've got some Namibian members. Our community is growing. We're now adding Nigeria. So I'm going to start talking Naira once I get used to, the conversion, etc. We're growing, folks. A lot is happening. We are growing and we are taking over. So your 300s, you've received 900. From that, you're not going to stay stagnant. You now want to go to the next level. You need to upgrade to level 2 because there are 4 levels on this matrix. Level 1 is just the beginning. You want to make sure that you get to level 4 as quickly as possible. Don't rest, folks. I'm on level 4. I got into level 4. I think it was 2 or 3 days from when we started, but I'm not resting. I'm on day 22, but every single day I'm still talking to people and getting people signed up. It's just unfortunate this week. I've been on a course, etc., so I haven't been as busy as I'd like to be in terms of referring, but on other aspects of growing this platform, I'm definitely engaged and we are building big and we're building strong. So from your 900, you upgrade 600. So to go to level 2, it costs 600. You don't have to take this from your salary, from your savings, from your kids' pocket money. This is going to come from the amount that you have raised from building this community. It's from the money that you got from the crowd that you have built. So you will upgrade for 600 and you will keep 300. So that means your initial 300 Rand is back. Your $300 is back. You have broken even. So this opportunity is now completely risk-free to you. it is giving you, what is it called? Infinite return, because it has cost you nothing from here on out to start earning from the platform. And the interest is crazy that you're going to make. It's not an investment, remember, but it is growth on the community that you have built. So Linda, Patricia, and Tebogo, what do? They also get 3 friends who are going to start crowdfunding and stock felling with them. Linda earns 900, so does Patricia, so does Tebogo. They will use 600 from that to also upgrade to level 2. Where does the 600 go? I don't think I explained it in the previous slide. So when you start, when all of us start, our 300 goes to the first person, in the person who referred us, the person who directly told us about the platform, our first level upline. So basically our parent, first generation above us. Then we have a second generation above us. So this would be your grandparent. You have a third generation above you, your great grandparent, all the way up to level 4. So when you are paying, when you're activating level 1, you pay up to your level 1 upline, first generation above you. When you upgrade to level 2, you pay up to the second generation above you, no longer to the first, but to the second. And in your case, you would have paid 600 Rand or $600 or what is it, $32 to Lerato. Now, Linda, Patricia, and Tebogo also need to upgrade to their second level, second generation above them. And in this case, it's Pule, the person who referred you, so their grandparent. Provided Pule also, when it was his turn to upgrade, upgraded to level 2. If Pule is still on level 1, then Pule is going to miss out on these 600 payments. And it's only fair, because this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a pyramid scheme to say, well, because I'm at the top, I'm going to get all the money that's coming to me. No, it doesn't work that way. Because I've done the work, because I've unlocked my levels, and unlocking my levels means that I've started to build a community. That is when you are eligible to start receiving these funds. So you started to grow your community, you upgraded to level 2, that's what makes you eligible to start receiving your level 2 payments. If you do not upgrade to level 2, and one of these people in your team upgrades to level 2, you will miss out on that payment. That payment will skip you, and it will find the next person within your immediate hierarchy who is deserving of that 600. It's not a person who decides, it's an algorithm that is written into the system. So you can't decide, oh, well, because I skipped it, let it go to Tandi. No, the system will determine where it goes. So Linda, Tebogo, and Patricia also upgrade. So Pule, we assume he's also upgraded. He will receive 600 from each of them. Now, your 3 people, you are teaching them to duplicate. It's so simple, folks. It's so simple that people try to make it complicated. Patricia has her 3. Her 3 now need to go out and get their 3. Now, you might think, oh, where am I going to get 39 people to build up my team 39? Don't worry, you don't have to bring 39 people on your own. All you need to do is refer 3, teach them to refer 3, who then refer 3. It's like a family. It's difficult for one parent to have 12 or 20 children. You know, for one person, it's possible to have like 10, 11 kids, but you can't have 50 on your own. It's mathematically impossible. However, as a parent who has 3 kids, those 3 kids can have 3 each. It's very, you know, it's manageable for one to have 3 children. Then those 3 also duplicate and have 3 each. And just like in life, some might have 1, others might have 5, another might have 2. It all depends on, you know, how they duplicate and how they grow. But the team is growing, the family is growing, and that's the same thing that happens on this platform. Folks, these are principles that are there, they've been tried, they've been tested, they exist everywhere around us. Now we are just making them profitable for us. You have 3, your 3 duplicate and become 9, the 9 duplicate and become 27. It is a simple principle, but we need to go out and do it and, you know, make it happen in real life, that we get our 3 and they do the same. So Patricia has her 3 who have 9. When these 3, Patricia's 3, each refer their people, immediately when they have 2 people, listen, they got 600, they're ready to upgrade. So you're going to receive 600 from each of Patricia's people when they upgrade. There is no deadline, there's no time, there's no earning date to say every Friday, this is when you get paid. Payments happen as and when, according to when the team is growing. So if this person is upgrading, what's today, Tuesday, on Tuesday morning, you're going to get that 600. Tuesday morning, they'll pay you. You confirm on the back office. If this one upgrades Tuesday evening, then you get that 600 Tuesday evening. If the next one upgrades on Thursday, then that's when you will get that 600, all based on the activity of the team. Now, you're not just moving with Patricia's leg. You have Tebogo, you have Linda, who are also doing the same thing. So you're actually going to be getting 600 Rand from 9 people when they are upgrading. When that will be based on when they are actually duplicating in their teams. So just from level 2 payments, you're going to receive 600 times 9 people. That's a total of 5,400 Rand, almost 20 times what you started with. You started with 300. You got involved, you referred your 3, etc., 300 from your pocket, and now you have received 5,400 rands. Your first 1,800 you used to upgrade, and then you kept 3,600, and by upgrading, you've opened up your level 3 income. Folks, until you have opened up all the levels, don't start eating your money. Don't say, oh, now I've got a little bit of extra, let me take the kids out for this. It's great. The time is going to come where you can take your kids out anytime. Do not eat the seed. We're going to be talking about being a farmer a little bit later, but tonight we're going to be talking about, as a farmer doesn't eat the seed. If you eat the seed, there will be no harvest. So if you get 900 and you eat the whole 900, where's the 600 harvest going to come from? Because you did not upgrade. If you eat the seed and you have an emergency, you have got an emergency, this 5,400, I need to fix my car. You go out, you fix your car. It's gone now. You've eaten the seed. That 1,800 that you were supposed to upgrade with was supposed to open up a harvest of other payments of 1,800. And like any seed, a seed, there's one seed, but the harvest is plentiful. One seed can give you multiple. So one payment of 1,800 rands opens up 27 payments of 1,800 rand. The same way one payment of 300 rand opened up 3 payments of 300. One payment of 600 opened up 9 payments of 600. Now one payment of 1,800, the seed, is opening up 27 payments of 1,800. So let us think broad. Let us think, have a medium to long-term view. Don't just look here. Don't think, subsistence. I'm farming just to eat. I plant, think of it as growth. Think commercially. Don't think in terms of subsistence. Think commercially, and you're going to make it happen in this platform. So 1,800 times 27, that's a total of 48,600 rands, 48,000 Namibian dollars. Immediately when you receive your first 2 payments of 1,800, upgrade to level 4. You remember, it's a seed. Upgrading to level 4 means you upgrade with 3,600 rand. One payment of 3,600 rand is opening up 81 payments of 3,600 rand. How powerful is that? One small seed opens up so much larger or so much more capacity for you to earn those 3,600 rands. So level 4's got 81 partners. You receive 3,600 per partner as and when they upgrade. Remember, we don't have a payday. I can't tell you will earn 3,600 on the 30th of November. It all depends on when and how and how soon your team is upgrading and they are doing the work. But remember, it is not a competition, it's not a race, but what it is a challenge to yourself to say, how soon can I do this, and how can I support and help my team to get to the other side? It's all about support. It's all about teamwork. You cannot do this by yourself. If you have a lone ranger mentality, you're not going to get very far. It's about duplication. You getting the right 3, we're going to get the right 9, we're going to get the right 27. I'd rather take longer to get the right people, but make sure that it's the people who have the same vision and who are going to do whatever it takes. If your friend wants to go with you to the soccer game and you're saying the World Cup is here, we can go, they are going to do whatever it takes. If it means I must get a doctor's note so I don't have to go to work, if it means I must, get a locum for my business so that I can make it to that soccer game, I'm going to do whatever it takes. Those are the people that you want on your team. Now, 81 payments of 3,600, that's over 290,000 rand that you're going to be able to raise through this. It's not money that you're going to make overnight. It's not going to happen in a week. It is a process, but stick with the process and the results will show. This is exactly why we built the 30-day challenge, to show that it is possible. If we can get to 50K in 15 days, like some of us did in the team. In 30 days, even for the slow people, if it's 45 or 60 days, if you can reach the first target, the next target is within reach. If we can do 50, we know that 291 is possible. It's not pie in the sky. We have proven it. The system works. Now the question is, are you willing and are you going to work the system? So having said that, let's look back. I actually need to change this and put this right at the end to say the parable of the sower. We might have heard of this in different ways. You know, we've heard sermons over and over about the sower. And in life, we are farmers. And the question is, what seed are you sowing? Now, this opportunity is a seed. Tonight, I am planting a seed. I am planting this information with you, and how you respond and how you rise to this challenge is going to determine the results that you will have. But as a farmer, as a sower, I understand that my duty is to keep on sowing the seed. When you choose to become a part of this platform and a part of this community, understand this principle that we are out there sowing good seed. Where it lands is not of our making. If a person, you tell them about this opportunity and they are negative, they don't want to hear a thing, they are hard, that is of their making. That's got nothing to do with you. Maybe they're not at the right place at that time when you tell them. You don't now say, this seed is so bad because it fell on rocky ground. You understand that, okay, that's rocky ground. Let me keep sowing so I can get to the right seed. Some of it falls on the path. Some of it the birds eat. I remember I love farming, and I had a little garden, and I would plant. I planted and planted, and we had we lived in quite a big property at the time, and there were wild hare, and there were different birds, and I would plant, and I would come in the morning and my lettuce is gone, and that's part of farming, and that's part of if you want to harvest. But as a farmer, and I was I was starting out, I had seeds, I was learning to, okay, so when I have this lettuce out there, at night these rabbits come out, the hare, all these different animals are coming out and they're eating my lettuce. So I need to cover it and make sure that this is in the greenhouse. These ones can go outside, and you become better as a farmer. And so when you are on a platform like this, understand that you're going to meet different situations, meet different people, but you don't eat the seed. You cannot eat the seed, because if you eat the seed, there will be no harvest. But you understand that this seed, the more of it I throw out there, the more lettuce I plant, the higher chances I have that I'm actually going to harvest some of this lettuce. But if I plant one seed of lettuce and that little bunch of, that little seedling of lettuce comes out, it's hot. It could die and be scorched from the rain. There are weeds. There are animals that are coming and eat it. If I just have one, then it's over. I am definitely not going to have a harvest. But I understood that you got to keep on sowing. And as a farmer, you evolve and you think, oh, okay, so there's birds and stuff out there. Let me create a controlled environment. And you start creating WhatsApp groups where you're providing positivity. This is now where you're putting your seed in a greenhouse, because you are protecting it from the sun. You're protecting them from the birds and the other animals that are going to eat. Where people go out and they speak to one or two people, those people are negative. By keeping them in that controlled greenhouse environment, you're feeding them with the right information. When they have questions, you answer their questions. You are teaching them how to overcome obstacles, how to overcome objections. Then things are moving forward and things are moving in your direction, and you are growing and getting better as a farmer. And as you're getting better, your chances of harvesting increase and they become higher. But had you not learned, you were not going to get there. So let's learn. Every day we are learning, folks. Life is about learning. And when you learn, you then start to implement. And finally, when you get to the good soil, some give 30, some 60, some 100-fold. People are different. And some people, you'll find those who are fast and they will run on their own. You'll find others who need a little bit more support and a little bit more motivation. They are all individual seeds that, the individual soil that is giving different results, but take care of all of it and treat your business like that. Whether it's this, whether it's anything else, even for those people who listen to this or who come onto this Zoom, even if you do not become a part of what we are doing, I'd like you to take away the principles that are going to make you successful, regardless of what it is that you're doing. The principle of sowing, the principle of not eating a seed, the principle of if it's worth doing, you might as well do it well. Don't cut corners, folks. How you do anything is how you do everything. We are on Zoom as much as we can be with this load shedding, 7 o'clock every day. But when I come on Zoom, I give this Zoom as much as I gave yesterday's Zoom. And I'm trying every day to become better, because if it's worth doing, go out and do it well. Don't cut corners. Don't, because it's a reflection on you. How you do anything is how you do everything. And we are building a community of winners. Winners is what we are building. And winners go through the mill, but we come out on the other side better. So here are a few examples of our leaders, what they have, and some of our leaders, what they have earned. And we're saying, don't miss out. Join the 50,000 Rand in 30 days challenge. You are not late. If you join it today, you start now. It's not like it's a company that's closing in December and people are not going to be there. It's online, there for everybody to use. So even if you join on the 25th of December, it is still valid. 1st of January 2023, it's still valid, but you don't have to wait until then. Get started now. Don't miss out. Build your matrix of 39. That should be your first goal. 3 who have 3 who have 3. And already you would have profited over 3,600 just from level 2. And you now have the proof that this is working. Then after that, it's just, next level to next level to next level. And 340,000 Rand is available for you just by starting with 300, talking to others, getting involved, plugging into a system that works, and success can be yours. So with that, folks, thank you so much for joining us tonight. God bless you. We will see you again tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Invite, invite, invite. We are not going to stop sowing. We are going to keep on doing it every single day. And we know that we're going to find the right soil, and we're going to make things happen, and we're going to harvest 30, 60, 100-fold. The more seed we put in the ground, the more harvest we are going to get. So thank you for joining me, folks. God bless. Good night. Let's see each other again tomorrow at 7 o'clock.